Have you ever asked ChatGPT for help and gotten back a response that was just, well, nah? Maybe it was just too vague or it missed the mark entirely. So here's the secret. AI isn't some type of a mind reader, it's a mirror. So if you put good instructions, then the output will be better. So the better your instructions, the better the output. Welcome back to AI Unlocked, the SelfSeed podcast series that's helping you harness AI like a pro. Now, if you're a young person like me, you're probably enthusiastic about this AI trend and all that. I'm Emmanuel, and today we are cracking the code on prompt engineering, the art of talking to AI so it gives you exactly what you need. I might not be a pro on this, but I'll just share a thing or two for you to get a glimpse. So whether you are writing emails, brainstorming ideas, or even just planning for your next vacation, nailing your prompts, it is the difference between useful and useless AI. So let's get started. First, let's demystify. Why is this word always difficult? Demystify the term. Prompt engineering just means giving AI clear instructions. Think of it like you are trying to order a cup of coffee. A cup of coffee, please. So, bad prompt is like this. I want coffee. Then the barista will just hand you a black coffee. Maybe you wanted a latte? Who knows? A good prompt is like this. I want a large iced vanilla latte with oat milk, light ice, and extra espresso shot. I should try this using this good prompt every time. I always just say Jagger. Now you get exactly what you wanted, right? The barista will give you something that you want. Well, AI works the same way. The more specific you are, the better the results. So the question comes, why does this matter? In today's world where there are many tools and everything and all that, why does this matter? Well, the first thing, I think it saves you time because there's no more guessing or rephrasing, and now AI has reason. So the better you give the context. And then the second thing is it unlocks the AI's full potential. It can do, because AI can do way more than you think. It's not just about writing, it's not just about the basics. No, it can help us with many things. And then it can make us, like, let's say it can make me look like a pro at work. Well, it does make me look like a pro at work. Yeah. Here's the golden rule to follow. So pretend you're talking to a super smart intern who's never met you. This means they need context, they need clarity, and they need direction. You need to provide these three things: context, clarity, and direction. So what are the 4 ingredients of a killer prompt? You may ask, you may not ask, but I have thought of 4 ingredients of a killer prompt, right? The first thing I believe is a role. You need to say, like, act like a fitness expert, act like a marketing expert. And then the second thing is a task. Now you need to say, write a 300-word blog intro about sustainable fashion or about a proper health meal and all that. And then the third thing is style or tone. You need to use, a conversational tone or a professional tone. And then lastly, a format. You need to say, let's say something like include bullet points and add a call to action. So what's the practical example? Let's try to make one practical example. You're a business coach. Draft a 5-step checklist for new entrepreneurs launching their first product. Keep it motivational and jargon-free. Use emojis to make it, engaging. So you need to try this formula and watch your AI outputs go from just okay to wow, this is perfect. Yeah. Now it is time to get practical. This series is more about AI, so we are trying to get practical here and there. So here are 3 scenarios where tweaking your prompt changes everything. The first scenario is for content creators because that's one of the greatest. A weak prompt can be like, write a social media post about productivity. Blah. A strong prompt then can be, write a LinkedIn post for busy professionals sharing 3 unusual productivity hacks. Then you add, use a storytelling hook and end with a question to spark comments. And then the second part is my favorite for entrepreneurs. I'm doing all of this is because I am in these fields. A weak prompt can be, give me business ideas, bruh. Really? Give me business ideas. The strong prompt will be, suggest 5 low-cost online business ideas for stay-at-home parents. Include a 1-sentence description of each and the top tool to get started. See, more clarity, bro. And then the third thing is for students and researchers, because I'm in this field as well. A week's prompt can be explain to me machine learning, explain to me pavement engineering. But a strong prompt can be explain machine learning like I'm 12 years old. Use pizza analogy, and keep it under 200 words. You see, that is even better. So my pro tip for today is, if the AI misses the mark, right, you have to constantly iterate. Adjust your prompt just like you're tuning a radio. Small tweaks get you the right frequency. Good? So, are you ready to level up your prompting game today? Here are some power user tricks to try. The first thing is the chain of thought prompting. Add something like think step by step. Then this statement will force the AI to show its work, which is great for problem solving. Example, plan a 7-day trip to Beijing. Think step by step budget, flights, activities, and food. You get it? It will even give you like something like Beijing Kaoya, roast duck. And then the second way is seed text. You have to paste a snippet of your writing first so that AI can mimic your style. You know, like if you're writing a blog, you have to post somehow a snippet of your blog, and then AI can, mimic. Example, here is my blog intro. Rewrite it to be more punchy. And then you just paste your text. You put those two dash, and then you paste your text, and then blah. AI gives you something that is even better, and then you continue tweaking. Another way is temperature settings, which is for tools like, let's say, ChatGPT. Low temperature equals to factual or precise, and then high temperature equals to creative and unpredictable. So the fun experiment that you should try is like this. Ask the same prompt twice. Once with, let's say, temperature 0.2, and another one with temperature 0.8. You'll just see the difference instantly. So, ready to try that? All right, your mission this week, because this is the end of the podcast. It's a short podcast series, so I hope we are learning a thing or two, especially in this digital era. We are trying to improve our knowledge on how to stay ahead of the game. So pick one task that you normally do yourself. Let's say emailing, brainstorming, or research. And then craft a detailed prompt using our today's formula. Let's say seed or anyways. And then, compare the AI's output to what you'd usually create. That's why we say AI is here to empower our creativity, our journey, because it's just adding more salt to what you can do. And then you can tag me on social media at EboDaily with the hashtag SelfSeedAI and share your before versus after. And I'll feature the best examples in the next episode. Because next time we are trying to explore how AI is reshaping the future of work. We'll try to see will it replace jobs, augment them, and probably the answer might shock you, might surprise you. But yeah, remember that AI is only as powerful as the person prompting it. So you have to sharpen those skills, and I'll see you in the future, in the future. All right, take care, guys, and I hope you enjoyed this episode.